Okay, so today we're looking at how to find your audience, how to find your audience. And the idea is if you have something to teach other people, you have something you are good at and you believe would be beneficial to other people, you want to ask yourself, who exactly needs what I have, what I have to share? Who needs what I have to offer? Because it's not enough for you to think that, okay, you know something and you want to give it to other people. The real question you want to ask is, who needs what I know? Who has a problem that, would get solved if I shared what I know? All right. Today's, what we're doing tonight is going to be really practical, and our engagements would determine how we progress. Okay. I'm expecting somebody to join us tonight because I planned to use our business idea for this session based on our feedback in previous sessions. So I'm hoping that she will join us. But before then, I'll just, appreciate that those of us here would feel free to share our opinion. Okay, so good evening once again. My name is Adenike Babalola, and today we're looking at how to find your target audience. So this is, coming under selling your knowledge on Seller. Seller is a platform that allows you to teach other people what you know how to do, to offer your service or your knowledge in form of a digital product. And there are different forms of digital products. Let me just go ahead and share my screen so that you can see some of what I have. Okay, so give me a minute. I'll share my screen. Where is it? Okay, this is it. Okay, so first of all, let me share this. So this is what I said we're looking at. Can you please confirm that you can see my screen? Okay, so we're saying you're going to learn how to find your target audience before creating your online course or ebook or whatever other service that you plan to offer. And the goal is you don't want to create something and then go look for people that will buy it. Okay, that might happen in the physical product world where you can easily find a market once you locate yourself in the right place. But as far as the digital space is concerned, if you don't want to spend an eternity trying to get people to buy what you have, it will make more sense if you actually find those people first and then decide, okay, yes, I know that I have 100 people or 200 people or 1,000 people or 100,000 people learning what I have. So when I'm creating my product, I know that, okay, I'm talking to those people and, they'll be ready to get what I have, okay? And that said, now I want to show you my seller store so that you can see the different digital products that I have, okay? So please, could you confirm that you can see my screen? If you can see my screen, please type a comment into the group, all right? So this is, these are some of my products, okay? I have 13 products actually. But the 14th one, if you look up here, okay, it was shown on the previous page. If you look through it, it's actually 14. But the 14th one was this how to create an ebook, which we used as an experiment during our session on how to add your ebook to Seller. Okay. Now tonight we're saying that ebook that you want to create, don't create it yet. You need to find out first who needs it. For example, when I created my essay ebook, it discovered the easiest, fastest, and simplest way to write your IELTS essay. I already knew that people needed it. How did I know? I created this online course, the IELTS preparation training kit, July. And mind you, I did not, when I created my account on Instagram in May, that was May 10, 2021, I did not know that I'll be creating an online course. I had no idea. I only knew that when I got online last year on Instagram, I just wanted to, I'd been offering evaluation services to people. Adebukola, welcome. I've been waiting for you. Tonight's going to be about your business. I plan to use your business as an experiment because I've done my research. I did my research for your business, okay? So I'm glad that you are here. I prayed that you will come. So I'm happy that that prayer is answered because I did my research for your business, okay? So I hope that what we're going to do tonight will be very beneficial to you. Thank you, and to everybody here, okay? So what I'm saying is, I was offering IELTS evaluation services, on one-on-one with people, WhatsApp, from LinkedIn. People were reaching out to me from, regular, just It was not on Instagram. But when I just had no tattoo, so I wasn't doing any serious work. That was early last year. So I wasn't doing any serious work, but I felt since there was a demand and people were referring me, one doctor would tell that doctor, this friend would tell that friend, and I felt, okay, see, let me just, go on Instagram and see if there are more people that need IELTS writing evaluation. That was what I created my Instagram account for. Okay, so after I had done that, as time progressed, people, of course, were getting those steps. They were coming to me for evaluation. For some people, some people paid, some people wanted free and all of that. But as within that May and June, I realized that there were people who were sending me DMs. Don't you teach IELTS listening? Don't you teach IELTS reading? Don't you teach IELTS speaking? People were asking for the other, aspect of IELTS. I was focusing on writing. It felt like I had niched down on writing. But people wanted reading, writing, and speaking. How would I have known that they wanted those other things if I was not on Instagram? And so the first point I am making is, if you want to find your audience, you need to put yourself where people are. Please, did somebody get that? I need to put myself where my audience is. I'm going to type that in the group, and if you add it, please type it as well. Put yourself where people are, where your audience meets, or where your audience are. Okay? Put yourself where your audience are. Put yourself where your audience are. The idea of that is, if you position yourself among the crowd, it will be easy for you to target exactly. Thank you very much, Babalola. It will be easy for you to, you are now a bit visible. All you need to do is show what you have, and then you will begin to attract people to yourself. So for me, in my case, because I was showing that I could do writing, the people who were listening to, she can do writing evaluation, she can do it, eventually said, but there's also listening, there's also reading, there's also speaking. And that, I believe, is what, God just somehow guided me and said, see, we have created a course that will combine everything based on somebody's, I attended somebody's training and she made us go and brainstorm. What can I do that will help me achieve so thing within a month and all? And that was how I created this IELTS preparation training kit. I created this course because people were asking for it. Okay? So if someone's not asking for what you have, it might be difficult to go and produce it. So I want to ask you, Babalola, is there anything that you do that people ask for? Do you notice that there is a demand for anything that you do? Chimamaka, I know you are still here. Okay, Savvy, I think it probably is network them off. Is there anything that you do relating to your business or relating to a skill or your knowledge? Is there something people ask you to do for them? Or they're asking you, like, you don't do this, I don't do. For example, a lot of people ask me to write statement of purpose for them. Is that they ask me to write from scratch or to edit for them? And so I know that if I decide to create something that would help people today, I know that there is an audience for it. Okay, but that said, the first point I've made is you need to put yourself where your audience are. Now, the real question is, how would you know your audience? As far as the present day is concerned, where do you think people? Where are you most likely to find people in large number? Where are you most likely? Let's just be straightforward. Where are you most likely to find people in mass, as a crowd? Where are you most likely to find people? If you say, okay, I want to put myself out there, where are you going to find people that will listen to you? Or even if they won't listen to you, that is, they will look at you. The audience are among students. Okay, very good. So now, your audience are among students. I like the fact that you know. So students now, do you mean university students? It is that the information that you have are, they are most likely, their age range. Okay, the age range is between, thank you very much, good. So what's the age range of university students? The age range, can we say from 16 or 17 to mid 20s or something like that? I know that, young people, I know it starts from around 16, 17, because I think I got into OAU at, I turned, okay, so so you can see university students, not just undergraduates, right? Okay, good. It covers postgraduate and everything. Okay, good. So your age range now, according to, yes, your target is 18 to 40. Thank you. Now, where are you likely to find university students? That's the second question, because I'm glad that you already have this information. You know I'm part of it. All we need to do now is expand on it. Okay, so know that your targets, you're targeting, undergraduate or university students between ages 18 to 20, 18 to 40. Now the next part is, where do students gather? Where do you find university students in the majority? Where would you find them? For example, now ASU is on strike. Okay, your answer would have been, go to university, you find them there. But now that ASU is on strike, where are students gathered? Where would you find students now? Now, of course, you can go into their homes, but where are you likely to find them? If you want to speak to students now, where are you likely to find them? Where are students spending their time? If you want to talk to students now, where would you find them? Okay, are you there? Where would you find them? If you want to communicate with students, where would you find them? Okay, so we are making progress, because eventually, once we go on Google now, I'm going to show you what, we are moving to the next steps. Okay, so Adebukola is typing. We're going to make progress. I'm sure once you respond, we can move to the next thing. Okay, so where are students right now? Where are students right now? And for other people that that would be watching this replay later, the question is, the people that you want to offer your services to, where would you find them? Okay, you see, you can use influencers, large number of them on their timeline. Now, what do you mean by timeline? Where are these influencers located? It's just two words. Just two words. Just two words. The answer to this, thank you, social media. It is very simple. Social media. That is where people are. Now, let me quickly explain something to you. In the content marketing world, this is what happens. So somebody has a website. Please don't stop, just relax. Somebody has a website. They write a blog post and put it on their website. Okay? Now, when they have done that, they now say, okay, because it is on the website, we need to go and find more people that will come and read that blog post. So they can do several things to bring people to their website. One of the things that they do is that they can send emails to people, to their customers, or to people that must have gotten something or joined their email list or something, and they tell them, okay, we just published a new article on something, go and read it on our website. That's one way. Okay, but the original location of that blog post is their website. Apart from email, they will go on Twitter and write several tweets that would link back to their website. They can go on Instagram. What's the problem? Please calm down. What is it? Please lie down. Go and stay on the bed. Go and stay on the bed. Sorry, my kids are up today, so climb the bed. If you do me, go and make the floor. Girl, be careful now. Don't disturb mommy. Okay, so apart from sending emails, they will go on Twitter. They'll talk about the blog post. They will go on Instagram. They will do a video about it. They will go on YouTube. They will do another video about it. They will go. What do you mean by chair? Please go and stay on the bed. This is past 9. You don't need your chair. So the point is, even the original location of the content, good evening, even though the original thing they want people to do is to come on their website and read, the actual thing that they do, they look for people to come and read by going on social media. What do you want to do with chair? What do you want to do with lights? Please get on the bed. If you go and stay on the bed. Go and stay on the bed. Go and stay on the bed. Mom is teaching at class, please. Stay on the bed. Climb up. Please, climb up. Okay? So, in as much What is it? Oh yeah, come. Girl, quiet. Just relax. Huh? So what they do is, in as much as their content is on their website, nobody just goes to anybody's website and just reads something. The traffic doesn't really work like that. If you want to get people that will go to your website to do anything, you eventually need to go to social media. And so if you're going to find your audience, you need to go and put yourself where people are. And the majority of people in the world are on social media, whether it's Twitter or TikTok or Facebook or LinkedIn or Pinterest or YouTube, all the platforms, the social media platforms, the social media channels, everything, including email and everything. That's where people are. So Adenike, you just told me now that your target audience are among students. Now, but there's different kinds of students. So the point is, you don't even know the particular kind of students yet. And before you can even work with an influencer, you need to know, wait, what kind of students do I need? Now, the next question is, what is my business about? Adenike, what is your business about? Modupe, what's your business about? Or what's your business idea? Chimamaka, what are you offering to people? What do you do right now? What are you already doing right now that you think, okay, you want to offer to other people? Or maybe you have an idea. What is that idea that you have that you want to share with other people? Because it is not enough for you to say, your target audience are among students. The point is, you want to be sure that the kind of people that you think need what you need actually need it. You need that assurance or that guarantee. So first of all, ask yourself, what is my business about? In my case, when I created the online course, I knew that my target audience were there were many students that wanted to go and study abroad, doctors that wanted to leave Nigeria to the UK to go and work, nurses that wanted to go and work in the UK, people that were tired of their businesses in Nigeria, they wanted to go and have a better life. My target audience is massively wide, but they come under one umbrella. Anybody that wants to relocate. My target audience is massively wide. Doctors, nurses, students, business owners, software developers, so many people. I was able to target several people. But the one umbrella, bless you. Okay, so I see Modupe's business is about preventing and managing health naturally. Okay, so using natural methods to prevent diseases. Okay, so managing health, staying healthy using natural methods or natural remedies. Okay, so you now ask yourself, who cares about using natural remedies to stay healthy? Who are the kind of people that will prefer natural remedies? That's the question you want to ask yourself. Now, if you don't know how to do that, what you can do is go on Google. Now, we're really going to start with this, but I'm going to switch to Adenike's business. Adenike, you make footwear, right? I think you said male and female footwear. Can you just help me restate it in the chat? But I'm going to, okay, good, I'm correct. But I'm going to start with Modupe's points now. Okay, so your business idea is about managing, health using natural methods. Okay, so this is what you do. You see, I've opened a blank Google page. Now, once you have this idea, what you can do is that same idea that you have, put it into Google. It's going to supply you something. Now, look at what I want to do. Okay, so you have something like how to use natural remedies to stay healthy. Modupe, this is your business idea. Okay, I've put it into Google. What we want to do is we want to find available information on what you are already doing. Once we can see what exists, we will know those that are providing this service or this information, and we will know those that they are talking to. Okay, so in essence, this is saying, let us look at your competition, people that are already offering this information, from their own content, we'll be able to find out who they talk to. When you know who your competition talks to, you know who to talk to as well. The first point we made is you need to go and locate yourself among your audience where you are likely to find people. But because you don't yet know specifically who that audience is, then you need to go and see what the competition is doing. So this is Elfline. This is a blog post on elfline.com. But we are not going to stop there. We want to scroll down. Can you see this? People also ask, Modupe, you are going to create an ebook. Koforola, I cannot carry you now. The reason I'm crying a bit doing is because she was crying. I don't want her to cry. What is happening to you? What's happening to you? Are you going to stand? You can't stand now. I'm sitting there. You're sitting down. Lie down on the bed and stay there and be looking at us, please. Okay? Adesoji is here. Savi is here. Thank you. Okay? Modupe is Koforola. What is the problem? What is happening to you? Okay, stand. My kids are performing drama tonight, so we're just going to enjoy them. There's no your chair is not here, so you can stand beside us if you can afford to do that. Okay, so this was Modupe. I was trying to make a point. If she was going to create an ebook, these questions that people are asking here, you need to answer these questions in your ebook. Is Modupe back? Let me look at it. Not yet. If you are going to create, Koforola, what is happening to you? This is drama. You know what you are doing is drama. There is no reason for this tears. There is no reason for this tears. I can't carry both of you. I have just harmony legs. Okay? If you're going to create, and anybody else that is here, if you're going to create any digital product, always go to Google, find out what people are asking. If your product can answer the questions that people are asking, those people that are asking those questions will find your product, and your product will be useful for them. They automatically become your audience. The people asking these questions are your audience. And so that is why you need to go to Google to find out what people are asking. Okay, so when you see people also ask, someone like Modupe that says Koforola, you want to cry, I'll let you cry. But mommy is teaching a class, and I really wish you understand. There's no reason for this cry that you're crying. Please calm down. So you can stay on the bed and just, I turned on the lights. You can stay on the bed and just be here. Once you want to create something, please go on Google and look at what people are asking. All right? Now, look at this other website. I don't know if Modupe is back. If you are, let me see. Okay, she is. If you are, read through this thing. All this information already exists. It's either you know them already or they will add more. But what will happen is, in the process of reading them, you will know who these people speak to. For last year, I cannot carry you. Why are you doing like this now? This is very unfair. For what you are doing is not good, because there's no reason for this cry. So what you need to do is read through these people's blog posts. By reading it, you will know who they are speaking to. Can you see at the bottom here? Old-fashioned cures and proven home remedies and all of that. All of these things are the things people are asking Google. You can answer them. The people asking these questions would find you, not that they will find you and come to you, no. You would have been able to include these questions and the keywords in your, whether it's your ebook or your course or your coaching program. The point is, all of these things will be in your what you designed. And then, Koforola, why are you doing like this now? This is not right. What you are doing is not right. So the point I'm trying to make is, number one, I've said you need to be on social media. You need to listen. You need to position yourself in a place where people are talking or where people are located. That's the first thing. But because you don't really know who you are looking for on social media, then you need to come on Google and ask the question that locate, put the keyword of your business. For someone like Modupe already, keyword of business is natural remedies, staying healthy. Put those keywords into Google. Let Google supply you with what already exists, with the people that are already providing the information. Okay, now I already did research on Adebukola's business, and so I want to switch to that right now. I'm going to open a new tab. Koforola, don't let mommy be upset with you. Go and lie down on bed. So, Adebukola, I already researched your business. I already did this on your business. So I'm going to click on this. Now, can you see my search history? Can you see what I searched for today? See this. Common field shoemaker, common shoe problems, common female shoe problems. Can you see this? This was what I did in relation to your business earlier today. So I'm going to click on this and type, the first thing. Let me just click on one of them. But I think the first thing I did was how to make shoes. Okay, how to make shoes. I think this was the general keyword I used. Now, Adebukola, you say your audience are among students. What do you want to offer to them? Let me ask you that. She knows that she wants to help students and she wants to help people who want natural remedies using they want to maintain their health using natural remedies. They don't want to use fruits and vegetables or combination spices and the rest of all those things. Okay, so somehow we know that different people that you can do something in that line. So I'm asking Adebukola now. You say that your target audience are among students, but the main question is, what do you want to give them? What do you want to teach? If you ask me, I already know, based on the research I did, or based on the way I thought about it, I already created something for you. But I want to listen to you. I want to listen to you yourself. What do you want to offer? Okay, I want to make comfortable and quality handmade footwear for them. Okay, so the point is, you actually want to create products for them. Okay, now what Seller does is, Seller allows you to create the knowledge aspects of your skill. Okay, it allows you to create knowledge aspects of your skill. Interestingly, you can also sell these products as physical products on Seller. Okay, but the main thing is, what you want to deliver to students is physical products. That's what I can get from you right now. But what Seller does is, you are going, instead of the shoe itself, the footwear itself, you'll be giving them knowledge of footwear. So I want us to try to get it right. Seller allows you to offer digital products. It cannot be a physical product. You can only give it to them as a document on the internet, as an internet product, as a digital electronic product. Your footwear is not going to be electronic. Your footwear is a physical product. Okay? So, in as much as making the footwear itself is a physical, the footwear itself is a physical product, the question I want to ask you is, do you want to limit yourself to just giving them the footwear, or do you want to create knowledge around that? Because that's what Seller is about. If it's just about creating the physical product itself, then the knowledge of digital products might not be useful for you. But what is the essence of considering digital products? You want to be able to teach people who also need the knowledge of footwear. Now, maybe you have not thought about it, but if you decide that you are going to include, you're not going to stop making shoes, you're not going to stop making footwear, but you are adding a digital angle to your business. Okay, it's like saying that somebody bakes cakes. Okay, now apart from baking the cake and delivering it for people's birthday, wedding, anniversary, and all of those things, You also teach people to make cakes as well. Okay, so that's why you see cake tutorials, cake courses, and all those things. It's just like fashion schools. It's not just about teaching them how to make clothes. It's not just about making clothes. You can also teach people how to make clothes. Okay? For example, look at me. I've been teaching the IELTS, but I'm able to say, see, apart from the IELTS alone, let me teach people how to also teach whatever they know. I want to state it at this point that I am, if you go through my emails, if you have the privilege of going through my emails, you see that repeatedly I'm getting emails from international creators that are saying, create a course, create an ebook, create a course, create an online course. Even these experts in Nigeria are doing the same thing. And this proves just one thing. Beyond the physical products, digital products are the thing of this. This is what is happening in the world right now. Offer the knowledge aspects of your business. Teach the skill aspects of your business. Add it to what you do so that you do not. In short, number one, what it does for you is you reach more people. Now, Adenike, if you were to limit yourself to just eating the footwear alone, do you know that you need students to be on campus to sell to them? Do you know that? Or you need to find students from wherever to sell to them. But imagine that you are teaching other people. Now, it's still students now. Imagine if you are teaching other students how to make footwear. Everybody at home right now, right? Or majority are at home. People are still, wherever they are. But imagine that you are teaching other people the skill that you have, the skill that is bringing you money. What you are doing for them is a skill. Once they know to use it, it will also bring them money. And it's not just about bringing them money. They will have something that is keeping them busy and that is allowing them to express their creativity. And in the long run, to bring them self-fulfillment. And somehow they would feel like they are fulfilling their purpose. It's not just about making shoes, but it's about knowing that you are contributing to the world, to people's lives in the world. So when I did my research using your business, Adenike, that's what I did. I said, how to make shoes. That's your keyword. As somebody who makes footwear, your keyword, your business keyword is how to make shoes. That's one keyword. Of course, there are several, but this is one. But can you see? These are the same things I found. Can you see what's happening? Somebody on YouTube already has a video on how to make shoes from scratch. That's with all your raw materials and everything. Adenike, if you were to rate yourself with how well you can make shoes, if you were to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, what will you give yourself? For example, if I were to rate myself based on how I teach IELTS, I'll give myself 9 over 10. That's how good I am. So Adenike, can you try to rate yourself? I'm going to allow you to be honest. Okay, I'll allow you to be honest. Let me see what your response will be. If you were to rate yourself, how good will you say you are? Okay, so let me see. While you are saying that, while you are thinking about it and trying to respond, good. See the score. Give yourself an 8. 8 is massive. Adenike, do you know that there are some people? If you ask me if I can make shoes, it's obviously -1, -1 over 10. Now, do you know what you're not? If you teach me how to make shoes, do you know what that can do for me? I'm a homeschool mom. I'm a stay-at-home mom. Now imagine that I learn how to make shoes. I'm making it in my house, and then I'm delivering it to people. I'm advertising it on my WhatsApp status, advertising it on my Instagram, on my TikTok, on my Twitter, on my Facebook, on my LinkedIn, even on YouTube, depending on what I do. Do you know what you are doing for me? Do you know what your knowledge is doing for me? The mere fact that you taught me that, you have allowed me to evolve in a new way. You have taught me a skill that will allow me to express my creativity and to design different things for different people, and then it will bring me income. I'll be able to buy whatever my children need, whatever I need, and my family is fine. Adebukola, if you can rate yourself 8/10, the question is, there are people that need the knowledge you have. And sometimes people don't just learn skills because it interests them. Sometimes people learn skills because they don't really have what they are doing at a particular time. Okay, so it's not just about, okay, does everybody like, making shoes? No. It's a case of there are people who do it for interest, there are people who do it because they just want to keep themselves busy. Now we are on the point of finding your target audience. Since you can score yourself 8/10, I want you to know that there are people who need your knowledge. There are people who need to know that you are good at what you do. But it's not just about you. It needs to be about people. Now we are going to scroll down. Can you see that there's already information about this on YouTube? But more than that, some people are asking, what are the steps in making a shoe? Adebukola, do you know the steps? It's just yes or no. I know it's a ridiculous question. We are going somewhere. Somebody asking Google, what are the steps in making a shoe? Obviously, Adebukola knows this. Now, imagine that you create a product that would tell somebody, not just tell them, that will show them from beginning to the end. Adebukola, have you ever put your camera in front of yourself throughout the process of making the footwear from beginning to end? Have you ever done it from beginning to the end? From the moment you started, I don't know the materials you use, but from the moment you started to the end, have you ever recorded yourself? Not throughout, but a few clips. Bless you. Now, do you know what you can? Do you have a YouTube channel? Imagine if you record yourself while doing that. Like these people that have YouTube channels. Do you know what will happen? The fact that you upload your shoes, your process on YouTube, when somebody like me comes to YouTube to Google to ask this question, you will pop up here. Once your videos are good quality and everything, and you've been doing it consistently, you will pop up. Look at this. The videos are from 2019, 2020, 2012. See videos. Imagine. Adebukola, but it is not just YouTube you are going to, because you are trying to create a digital product on Seller. What I'm trying to show you is there are already people looking for what you know how to do. And in as much as these people came to Google, it's not just because they want free. There might be people who want free information, but there might also be people who want detailed information. Okay? So you see somebody, look at this next post. This person puts the steps. Decide on what kind of shoe you want. Design or find or purchase a blueprint. Harvest parts for old shoes and blah, blah, blah. This is WikiHow. This is Instructables and everything. I found a website of a woman that already has a shoe making course. Now, can you see this website? This is not the one I'm going to, but let's open it. 9 easy steps on how to make shoes by yourself. Let's open it. I've told you that number 1 is to position yourself where people are. And I said the easiest place to find people is social media. Because even people that have websites, when they publish a blog post on their website, people don't come to their website until they go to social media to invite them. They send emails to bring people in. They go to Twitter to tweet forever just to bring people to their website. They go on Instagram, do videos. They go on YouTube, do all of these things. And I'm telling you this because I follow a lot of top digital marketers, and this is what they do. They tell you, you can't just have a website and leave it there. You need to go and bring people to it. And that's the same thing. If you create a product for seller now, you can't leave that product from seller and expect that people will just come from wherever to seller to find it. No, you need to go and bring people to it. But this is us saying we are still in the process of creating that, finding your audience. Now, can you see this person's website? Okay? See, look at this person. First thing that I do with my students in my 1-year shoemaking program. Adebukola, somebody teaches people how to make shoes in 1 year. Can you see that we are opening the course? This is not the website I found initially, but I will still show you that one. Adebukola, are you here? Look at this. Best 1 year online shoemaking program to get you from beginner to pro. If this person can exist on Google's #1 page, I want you to know that there are people who need your shoemaking knowledge. And they don't have to be in Nigeria. The people you want to sell shoes to, even if you say you ship abroad, digital products will meet anybody anywhere. Adebukola, you see this person's, you see all these shoes. I know you make footwear, so you know all these things. They look strange to me. No, you know them. You know all these things that this person is doing here. I know you know them. For you to rate yourself 8/10, you know these things on this person's website. I'm sorry, I hope I'm not too fast. But just look at this. Somebody 2 weeks ago. Adebukola, imagine that you have a video course that shows us the different types of male. You make male footwear. Adebukola, you told me that. You make for male. You make for female. All you need to do is find out what are people saying about shoes. What problems do people have? Look at us now. What we typed. This thing brought us to this thing's website. But let's go back to Google. What we typed was simply how to make shoes. And then Google now started showing us what people have done. Make shoes from scratch. Custom sneakers. Adebukola, can you make sneakers from the sole up? Leather shoes. Can you make leather shoes? Class pump shoes. Can you make them? Adebukola, imagine if you can make all these things. And then you gather all your knowledge together and you teach somebody. Just the fact that you created that course, you can teach one person today, and it's not you sitting down with them one by one. Your course will be created already there on Seller. I created my course in July 2021. Somebody still paid for it this morning, September 28th. All that is inside the course has been there since last year. My IELTS training has been there since last year. Somebody still paid 12,000 naira for it this morning. I have not been recording any video to add to anything. When I updated it in October last year, that's all. Okay? So what I'm saying is, when you have a digital product, it will continue to sell, especially when there is an audience for it. Now, for people to be coming to Google to ask, what material do you need to make shoes? It means that if you create a product that answers these questions, what material do you need to make shoes? Adebukola, did you know that once you can have all these keywords, whether it is a course or an ebook, once you put it on Seller, it will begin to pop up when people search for it. It will begin to pop up on the internet. Okay, look at this wiki. And I like to say, there are people that want free, but there are people that want premium. There are people that want free, but there are people that want premium. Adebukola, are you taking notes? These things that you are seeing on Google page 1, they are keywords. They are the things you need to create anything. Remember, we are talking about your audience. The people who are putting this thing, the people who are putting, the people who are asking Google these things are your audience. It's just that you don't know who they are. You don't know where they are. So what you need to do is find the people that these people are speaking to. This Juliet Ozo, go on our YouTube channel and read the comment section of that video. Should I open it? Sorry, darling. Let me open this YouTube video. Let's go to the comment section of this video and look at what people are saying there. It's not the people themselves that we want to go and miss. Oh, my network is off. If you know what people are saying about what you have to offer, you'll be able to offer it to them. For me, I knew that after I created my course, many people were still struggling with IELTS writing. And that's when I said, see, I know there were several people that were asking me, don't you have a template that we can use? And I already had them. It's just that I needed to. We're skipping ad, we're not watching ad. We want to see the people in this lady's video. The volume is up. let me raise it a little.
Who is not a trained professional
Okay.
to do.
Okay, so this person, she has an accent.
Well, let's find out in this video.
Okay, so she has an accent. She's most likely not in here. Bukola, can you see all these things? Bukola, can you see this? We need to go and Juliet Uzo. You see that?
Surrounding creating your own notes, owning yourself, and being able to showcase them.
Thank you. Now, Bukola, look at something. Shoemaking is a keyword. If you have an Instagram account, that's the keyword you should continue to use. Now, you have nothing to lose. Let me say it now. You have nothing to lose by teaching people your knowledge. You have nothing to lose. Don't say that. Many of us say that they're going to know my secret. They're going to take it away. We all know that there are some things that you can, keep for premium level. But if it's these regular things, left to me, I would have, Adebukola, I would have said, if you could start a YouTube channel, that's the first way. Because if by January or February you decide to create a product, just believe you already have an audience. Because the people who would start watching your YouTube channel now are people who also want to make shoes and start a shoe business like you. So one of your audience, I'm not just, do you think me, a mother, would sit down and be making my shoe? Do I want to make it for myself at home? What's making me do that? The people who want to learn how to make footwear are most likely people who, number one, maybe just love it for the sake of it, or number two, want to do the business as well. I have a paid training on seller itself in my store. Can you see how to teach and sell your skill online with Quasi online store? Within this course, I stated it there that your audience are in 3 categories. Number one, people who don't know anything about what you can do. They don't know jack about what you know. That's number one. Number two, people who already know a bit about it but want to be better. Okay? And then number three, people who know a lot already. Okay? But they just want to see what is happening here, what is happening there. They just want a bit more here and there. Now, in your case, I know that you want to deliver the product itself to students. But imagine that you have that knowledge and you say, see, I'm going to give my knowledge to so many people. If you start on YouTube now, the people that will be watching it will not be from Nigeria alone. They'll be from different parts of the world. So long as you are using, look at these keywords that she used. This, I can make shoes. I'm going to take you to the website of the lady that has that URL. I can make shoes. There's a woman I found that has that, and we are going to our website. You're going to see what she did. Adebukola, if something already exists, there is a demand for it. You just need to tap into the market. Now let's scroll down to our comment section. We need to see the comment section of this video. Look at this. What shoe style would you like to make? I would love to make, no, this is the lady herself. Look at this. I'm so happy I came across this because I want to take this exact course. Can you imagine? When this person writes it 2 years ago, even if this lady is in Germany, Adebukola, if your course is good enough, it would be useful for her. But I'm not saying that you need Anna herself. I want you to know that so long as Anna can put this comment on this Juliet's YouTube video, there are people who also want to take a course on making shoes. Adebukola, you can make female shoes. Look at this. I just need to learn to make shoes because no one makes nice looking women's shoes in my size. Adebukola, you can teach other people that just want to learn how to make shoes, how to make female shoes of all sizes. You can get your target audience by reading the comment section on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on where else? Where are the places where people are? Look for topics that are related to what you can do. Then find out what people are already saying. You see, we came to YouTube from Google. right? This is one way, okay? I am too excited for this. I so want to take this workshop, but I am in Cali. So much fun. Okay, so that's Cali, should be California, right? If you have a digital course, let's see what was our response. If they run workshops in the States, just not sure where exactly. Okay, so I think that our own workshop is a physical one. Adenike, if you have an online course, anybody anywhere can take it, because Seller allows you to receive money in dollars, in pounds, in Ghana cedis, in so many other currencies. I have people that paid for my training from Pakistan, from Canada, from the US, different people in different places. All you need to do is ask, what are people looking for? Look at this. So excited. I just purchased the class. I'm excited and nervous at the same time. Your shoes came out great. Look at this. So it means that she has a YouTube channel, but she also has a course. Imagine if you have a YouTube channel. And people use their iPhones. I use my iPhone to make my YouTube channel, my videos for my YouTube channel. So you don't necessarily need all the gadgets in the world. And I know you said that you already, share some, you take some clips, you do some videos already. But imagine that you start now, just start a YouTube channel now. Do you have an Instagram account for your business, for your footwear business? Do you share reels every day? I want you to see, I'm moving to the next point. We started by saying, put yourself where people are. And we said that people are usually on social media. So number one, you need to have social media accounts. And don't just use Instagram alone. Instagram experienced a drop in February of this year, and businesses all over the world have been experiencing it. Even if some businesses are thriving, the point is, majority felt the impact of what Instagram did earlier this year. They tampered with reels, they tampered with so many things. So for me, it felt as if God did me a favor by asking me to slow down my business marketing earlier this year to begin to switch to other things. It was when, it was later on that I began to understand what's messed up on Instagram. So don't just limit yourself to one platform, okay? Go to, have a presence on Twitter. Short videos. Twitter allows 2 minutes, I think close to 3 minute videos. Have an account on Twitter. Share short videos. Share tweets. If it's TikTok, put on, share videos on TikTok. YouTube, use it. What you are doing is, it's like saying that, you walk into a class, you mingle with students, you enter another class, mingle with students, enter another class, mingle with students. The point is, you are trying to make yourself known by different people. Now, it's not as you are going to sell to them immediately. You're only trying to find your tribe. Who needs what I know? You want to teach them how to make male footwear. You want to teach them how to make female footwear. First of all, you want to mingle with them. And how do you mingle? Show them what you do. So tomorrow, share a 15-second. I don't know what you do so far, but I'm trying to show you how this thing works. Before you can wake up one day and say you want to sell, you must have been showing people what you can already do. Look at this person. How did we find the person's course? The person had a blog. It was an article that the person had on Google that brought us there. That article that we read was free. It was free knowledge. In the process of giving free knowledge, we found the person linked to our course. It was a link that allowed us to click on shoemaking courses online. Adebukola, you might not have a website yet, but Seller is going to be your, for me now, Seller is my website because it's my e-commerce platform. It's like people that sell on Amazon. Amazon is their website because that's where their products are. So my products are on Seller. So Seller is my shop, is my store. So if you're going to have a product on Seller, you must have already been distributing free products somewhere. It is now those free products that people will find and they will use to come to you and eventually grab the real thing that you have. Look at me. Let me take you to my Seller store. This is my Seller store once again. I told you that I created the online course because I had initially limited myself to just IELTS writing. But people were asking me about speaking, listening, reading. And so, God guided me to create course. Now, in the process of, People were buying the course. I eventually found that people were asking for, more information on the IELTS task, writing task too. They want to get it better. They want to, and by August, I started working on this ebook. September, maybe 11, this book was ready. Within August, on Facebook, somebody asked me, "Do you teach English in your course? Like, you teach several aspects of?" I said, "Well, I teach a bit, but not so much." That particular idea, can service offered to people be a product? Exactly, yes. I'm an IELTS tutor. Please, good evening. This is your first session. I'm an IELTS tutor. Seller is more for the service aspects of your business. Even though seller allows you to sell products too, the goal of seller is for you to teach your knowledge. Any knowledge that you offer, give it to people as a digital product. Can you see this IELTS Exclusive 10? This was a coaching program. It was not a digital course. It was not an online course. It was not an ebook. It was a coaching program where I taught them in groups, and then I had one-on-one sessions with them. But this, my, free workshops, these are replays, these are videos that people can watch for free. You see that there are some things are 0 naira. Okay, you can see because 0 naira. Some things are free, okay, but some things are equally paid. So what I'm saying is, something triggered the creation of the course. Something triggered the creation of the ebook. The essay ebook. Another thing that what's the problem? Sleep. Another thing triggered the creation of my English ebook. All of these replays that you can see, these were the sessions, the free workshops that I taught last year. And in the process of teaching those workshops, more people kept on buying the main training that I had. Okay, so the question I have for you is, if by now you can now see that it is important to be among your audience. Adebukola, you say your audience, and I still believe that your audience can be among students. While this ASU strike is ongoing, there are people who would appreciate learning skills. I know many people are doing it already, but imagine that you decide to have a YouTube channel. And why are we saying, start with something free? Is you want to use that free thing to find out if there are people that are interested in what you have. Don't go ahead and make a paid ebook now and say people should come and pay you 3,000 naira for your ebook today. If you have not already found out those that need it, what you want to start with is, first of all, let me give them something to taste first. Let me put something in their mouth. Let them taste it first. By the time you say, okay, everybody come and taste, it's people that decide to taste and will be interested in the main meal. Okay? So my question for you is, what platforms are you on? Everybody here, if you decide that you want to teach something, or you have a skill that you want to teach, or you have knowledge that you want to teach, the question is, where can people find you? Are you already among people right now? Are you already among people? And where are you? Are you on Twitter? Are you on TikTok? Are you on Facebook? Are you on LinkedIn? Are you on Instagram? Where are you? You need to be somewhere where people can. Sorry. You need to be where people are, so that you can begin to share what you know. For example, please talk about being a tutor. I don't know what you do as a tutor, but let's assume you are a TOEFL tutor, for example. You teach people about TOEFL, that English test, the other English test apart from IELTS test. Imagine that you teach people that. What you can be doing on Instagram is tell people about it, teach people about it for free. Tell us what the test looks like. What is the score? How do they score the exam? How do you prepare for the exam? And of course, you don't necessarily have to do a video every day. For me now, I have a YouTube channel. This is, my YouTube channel is Adenike Babalola. And you're a science tutor. Thank you. Okay, so for someone like me, even though I had, started on I started on YouTube
Hi
in
everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Adenike Babalola.
Let me just pause this. Okay, so my YouTube channel has a combination of things. I want to go to the playlist so you can see my playlist. Okay, I have videos on IELTS. I have videos on, I share my devotional videos. I have videos that have to do with toddlers, teaching children at home. In short, for IELTS, I have about 60 videos. But of course, I still have a course. I still have an online course, and I still have ebooks. Many of the people that watch these videos, some send me messages saying they want to know more, they want this, they want that. But I had started this YouTube channel in October 2020. I did not create my online course until about 9 months later. So when I started dishing out free information, I did not even know that something like Seller existed. I only knew that I was good at IELTS and I could teach it. It was this YouTube channel that allowed me to grow an audience, because the people who were watching eventually became part of the people that I could form, that I now had an online course. So the question I have for you is, you need to start something free. You need to start offering something free relating to what you know. As a science tutor, where can you begin to teach what you know? And there's nothing wrong in starting with free information, because what you're trying to do is you want to find out who needs what I have. If I'm going to start selling a course by January 2023, by now I should begin to build my audience. So it is the people that watch your videos, or the people that read your carousel post, or whatever, or that pay attention to your tweet on Twitter. These are the people that these people and people like them are the ones that will form your audience. It is an experiment, because you cannot wake up one morning and decide that you're going to write an ebook if you don't already know the people or the kind of people that need that ebook. Okay, so for stuff like Modupe, is Modupe still here? Let me look through the group. Is Modupe still here? Okay, she's not here right now. Okay, but there are other people, so I will appreciate your comments. We're trying to look through different things, okay? Now, I want to go back to, Adenike, are you still here? I want to go back to a particular course that I found. The website is okay, so the course that I found earlier is I Can Make Shoes. Girl, what's happening to you now? What is going on? Sorry, please. What is this? Sorry. Sorry. Let me mute for a few seconds. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Thanks for waiting. Okay, so I'm trying to type the website. I want to type the website for the other course that I found for Adebukola. It is called I Can Make Shoes. Okay, I Can Make Shoes. Let me see. Sorry. Yeah, this is it. I Can Make Shoes.com. Okay, I found this website earlier, and then I said I was going to show this to Adebukola to show her an idea of what. After this, I will now bring you back to Nigeria because I also brought it back to Nigeria. Now, can you see this lady? Can you see what she, can you see what she has written? There's an online course that helps you to learn how to make shoes. Adebukola, you can create something like this. But before you need to find your audience, and that's what we're trying to do. Okay, so look through. She's your competition. Okay, in as much as you are not competing with her, she's already in the industry. She already has a course. So you need to look at what she's doing to know what you can do. In the process of looking at what she's doing, you will know those that need what she's offering, and then you have an idea of who would need what you are offering. Because even though you say that students this, students that, the point is, it's not only students that can learn what you have to, it's not only students that can learn how to make shoes. You can teach people in different parts of the world. Okay, so I want to go back. Look, let's read these reviews. These are reviews, are things you should read. Okay, look at this. I recently took the Fabulous Flats 2-day course, and it was awesome. I loved every minute, and I'm so excited about having learned the skills, to design and make my own shoes. Thank you for the great teaching. Okay, so this person is interested in making her own shoes. Now, can you see her face? She's most likely just a fashionable woman that wants to be able to make her own shoes. So Adebukola, part of your audience, first doing your experiment, first of all, is people who probably want to be able to make their own shoes. That's just one aspect. So you're going to experiment with that on Instagram or wherever you are and say, okay, you teach us something. If there's somebody, just speak to that audience. Is there somebody that wants to make their own shoes? Or so far, let me just ask you, have you among the people that you provide your footwears for, have you ever had to answer a question of, can I do this for myself? Are there people that have asked you if they can do what they're doing for them by themselves? Okay, good. I had a wonderful time on the 3-day course. I have a beautiful pair of shoes and confidence to make more, and eventually running a shoemaking business. Just look at these 4 words, these 5 words, running a shoemaking business. You will find people who want to run a shoemaking business. Now, when you are looking for them, keywords like shoemaking business or make your own shoes, as in the case of this person, those are keywords you are going to use when you create your posts, because we have said you need to start sharing free stuff. The people who read your free stuff, who watch your free stuff, are most likely part of those that you eventually sell to later. Because the way they say sales and marketing works is the way we get into relationships today, without saying we want to get married today, we take some time, whether it's months or years. That's the same way sales and marketing works. Even though seller is going to allow you to have products like this, the point is you need to already know the people that you are going to sell to. And before you can know them, you must have been spending some time with them first before you can say, okay, come and buy what I'm selling. Okay, so from these two now, you can see this person wants to make her own. So you already see that you have 2 possibilities of audience. For this lady that owns this website to have these 2 kinds of people in our audience, then we most likely have people like them in Nigeria as well. So one category wants to make their own shoes by themselves. The other category wants to have a business. And why do people have businesses? They want to express their creativity. They want to solve people's problems. They want to earn an income. Are there more reviews? Let's see. Are there more reviews? Look at this guy. It was such an amazing experience. I never could have imagined to learn so much in such a short course. Adebukola, your course can be short. We don't know yet. But for this guy to say that he got so much value in a short course, it means that your course can have just 1 hour or 2 hours. I have a 2-hour ECA course this express entry, how to get your West evaluation done. I have a course like that. And even though you see that it is not in high demand, the point is it's attached to those who in my audience take the IELTS test because they are going to Canada. If somebody is going to Canada and they don't know how to, get the West process done, they can get this course of 3,150. There are people that come to my store, pay for this one, and they're off. They get the ebook. There's one free ebook, Mara, that tells them how to relocate without using an agent. They get that one as well, and they're off. Where is it? Let me see if I can get it. Okay, see Mara here. 389 people have downloaded it. They pick everything they need in my store, they pay, and they go. So if your course is short, people like this guy will find it. So it means that this guy, for him to want a short course, for him to have opted for this course, and he values the fact that it's short, it means that he's probably a very busy person that doesn't have so much time. Look at this. It says the teachers are super nice and helpful. These are qualities of you. These are qualities that you should have. You need to be helpful. Now, it says, I still cannot believe I managed to make a decent pair of shoes in just 3 days. Babalola, you can create an ebook, how to make shoes for yourself in just 3 days. Just put pictures of the processes. You can make it free to test the waters, just to see if there are people who want it. Because if you go and decide that you want to offer paid products right away, and you now create it, and you now discover that nobody needs it, won't you feel heartbroken? Because you would have spent money to create that thing too. You would have spent money on data for recording videos. You'd have spent some time doing some research. Imagine that nobody now wants it after you've done it. It won't be good. So you can test the waters with free stuff first. Look at this lady. I just wanted to say thanks so much for an amazing couple of days refining my skills. So this person probably knew a bit about it. Okay, I can't wait to share with you what I manage in the next couple weeks or months. Okay, so obviously she's busy. She has no hard time to really use her skill, and she said, okay, see, she's going to share, what she does within the next weeks or months. For her to have used this means that she might not use the knowledge right now, but she will get to it eventually. This guy acted on the information immediately. This person wants to start a business. Are you getting it? By reading what when you go to your competition, people who are already doing what you want to do, when you read what the people that they are selling to are saying, you will have an idea of what the people that YouTube targets would want. Because at the end of the day, the products that we create need to be about people. When people were having problems with the IELTS writing, I created a writing task 2 ebook. People praise that ebook like nothing else. It feels like that's what is saving lives when it comes to the IELTS writing in my store. And it's just 2,000 naira. But when it's attached to my course and they also get the English ebook, they pay 12,000 naira instead of 15. Okay? My point is, by looking at what other people are doing, you will know what to do. Now let's go and open the course itself to see what is inside. I'm using Babalola business because she already told me she makes footwear for male and female. Okay, so our course is hosted on Teachable. Can you see this? Teachable is a platform that allows you Teachable is like Seller. Okay, Teachable is an international platform like Seller. There's Teachable, there's Kajabi, and there's Seller. Seller is our Nigerian African platform. Okay, why am I saying this? You can't go. It is painful to create a product and realize that the people you thought wanted it actually did not want it. You don't want to do that to yourself. Okay, so it makes more sense to have gathered people and have said, put yourself on social media, on different social media. You want to experiment first. Now, the things you're already doing. If you're a science tutor, what exactly in science? I don't know, but what are the things you already know that you can begin to teach? Okay, so you can stand in front of a board and teach if you like. You can sit at your desk and record your laptop screen. Whatever it is, you can begin to share something for free. As you are sharing are keywords. When people use those, there are people that found me on Instagram and told me, okay, I just clicked on something, or I just said, somebody contacted me from sometime earlier this month and said, you know, she found me on Google, that she just typed IELTS and she found me, and she's in Ile-Ife. Now look at this IELTS tutor in Ile-Ife. Let's see what it will bring. Let's see, because I have a Google business profile, so let's see what Google will do. Can you see the first business it's brought out? GLab Consults. That is me. That's my business. That's my business. All we typed was IELTS tutor in Ile-Ife, and it brought out me. Did I write my name, dear? I did not write my name, or I did not put Adenike in this Google search. All I typed was IELTS tutor in Ile-Ife, and it brought me out GLab Consults. Okay, GLab Consults is my business name. I registered it as a business, but not as a company. KIV Home School is my company. So this, because I have this presence on Google, people find me. People find, but I'm not the only one. No. See, there's EduLite, there's IELTS Pride, there's whatever else. But this is just to say that because the person used the keyword IELTS tutor and used the keyword Ile-Ife, I popped up. And it's because in my, look at what I wrote in my online IELTS tutor in Nigeria. So even though I used OAU as my landmark, because I'm far off around, I live around phase 2. For those, you know, those of you that are students in Ife, I live around, you know, phase 2, towards that hospital area. But I use OAU as the landmark, as my easy spot. But I already wrote it here that it is an online thing. That lady paid for my training. There are people that just do Google searches and find me because, bless you, darling, because I use keywords. So if you are using, if you have a good a business, Adekola, do you have a physical store? If you do, let's create a Google business profile. It is free. Create a business, a Google business profile. You can, you know, it can help your the physical side of your business. But apart from that, if it's even this online thing you want to do, you can actually still use this to draw people to yourself. What am I saying? You need to get seen by people before they can give you their money. You need to get seen by people before they can give you their money. Okay? And how do you get seen? Quickly. Put yourself on YouTube. Look at that lady. Where's that lady that we found that brought us to YouTube here? Where's that lady? Let me go back. Juliet Uzo. This lady.
Making is an impossible task for a person who is not a trained professional.
Exactly. Adebukola, you are a trained professional because you are 8/10. You scored yourself 8/10. So you are good. You are a professional. You don't need to tell me anything else. Me, I'm already vouching for you. All we need to do now is, where can we find you, Adebukola? If I'm looking for you today, right now, on which of the social media platforms can I find you? And when I go there, what am I going to see? If you're only showing me that the shoes you have made, you are not, it won't show me how good you are. But if you show me your process while you were making the shoe, were you just, maybe you're even talking, and if you're not talking, just show me the process. What were you doing? How did you cut? How did you trim? How did you measure? As you're showing those things, other people that make footwear like you will find you. And when eventually you wake up one beautiful morning and say, yes, it's time to create an online course, I can assure you that the people that have been consuming it already exists. So I don't want to actually invent something from my head when we already have something practical. Let me quickly make a comment on what Mui said. Mui said, I don't have an online, okay, I'm not employed online. I only teach physically. Please, it's time to start using online. Look at me. My online course are sold to over 500 people. Now, this 574, I continue to say that this is wrong. Seller messed up with this number. The number is still between 510 and 520. I need to download my new CSV So I can see the number, but I don't know why they increased the number for me. It has not gotten to 574. It has not gotten to 520. Okay? But I believe that the other ones are accurate, but I noticed this error. I don't know. It never got fixed. Okay? So my point is, I have sold this training to people in different states in Nigeria and outside Nigeria as well. Now imagine if you can teach anybody anywhere. Seller makes that possible for you. These are my products. I told you that somebody still paid 12,000 naira this morning, 28 September, something that I launched July 2nd, because people are still planning to go to the UK, to Canada, to wherever. And Adebukola, people will always want to learn how to make shoes. Look at those videos. She did that video in 2020. This is over 2 years later. This person made his own in 2019. If we decide to watch it now, it's over 3 years, right? The point is, Adebukola, one suggestion. I'm planting this as a seed in your spirit. I don't know if you're going to act on it, but if you want to expand your reach, it's time to go digital. Moise, it's time to go digital. Let me see who else is here. Let me mention your names one by one. Blessing, it's time to go digital. Chimamaka, it's time to go digital, because you will reach more and more and more people. Apart from offering, why do you think you have a lot of people into content creation and all of that? Why do you think there's a mass market and there's a mass that industry is populated? Because you can deliver what you create to anybody anywhere. They don't need to come to your house. You don't need to send it to them via delivery. And it is, the money is fast. The money is fast because there's no transportation cost. There's no production cost. There's not, well, of course, there's production cost because you have to pay, in the sense of you have to pay seller subscription. For example, I paid my 8,000 naira this morning, my pro plan. I use the pro plan. And I paid my 8,000 naira this morning. Okay? So what's my point? You're not spending too much to create a digital product. If you decide to have something free today, you would actually, you won't spend much on it, and you begin to, grow an audience. I want to show you two more things. Adebukola, I didn't stop here. I did something more when I was researching your business. I did common female shoemakers in Nigeria. Then I will come back to the last point, common shoe problems. Adebukola, do you know these people? Olamide Ogunsoya, Chidinma Imdi, Gbemisola Aleke, Adeyemi Oluwabukunola, Olubumigiwa, Nkiro Emodi. Do you know these people? Do you know them? You need to go and find them. If you know them, great. If you don't know them, you need to go and read about them. They are in the Nigerian markets. So it will help you in two ways. Number one, it will help you to know more about the physical angle of your footwear business. But more than that, you will be able to see what they are already doing. And you can see if you know that thing already. And then you can give that knowledge aspect as your digital products. Because from now, you're going to start building your audience based on these small things. And you need to read up on these people to know the people that buy what they make. Read about your competition to know what they are giving their people. What they give their people and what their people want is what you should also prepare to give your own people. Because by the time you start sharing free, you will begin to attract. It's just normal. People will begin to listen to you. They'll be liking your post. They'll be dropping comments. They'll be sharing their experiences. Gradually, you will be building an audience. All the while I was sharing free stuff for my, on my Instagram and everywhere, I really did not know that I was preparing to create an online course that will eventually continue to pay me over a year later. I read somebody's email on Mondays where she said that all the courses she has made since 2010, all of them are still paying her today. That email was still to sell those courses to me. I was not interested. She was going to sell everything for 67,500. I think like maybe 10 of them or so. I can't remember, or 9 of them. She has been selling them for 10 years. If you make shoe today, even if it's good, we can wear it for 5 years or how many years, but it might not last 10 years. Well, there are shoes like that can go for 10 years. But an online course, skill, knowledge can last for that long. once you create it and keep, so long as nothing happens to this seller, my store is intact. People will keep coming here to pick stuff. Even those that just want free alone will come and pick free. And I told you that it doesn't just have to be a course or an ebook. It can be a coaching, it can be a group coaching program. I offered this to 7 people that paid me 53,500 each in March of this year. That's a one-time thing. If I want to do it again, fine. I'm creating a new program that will be for content marketers in February 2023, and I'm still working on it. I'm gradually warming up my audience to see, let's see the people that want this. Let me see them. Let me see how people respond to it. It's not that I will create that program today and tomorrow I'll not start looking for people that will buy it. It doesn't work that way. It will only lead to heartbreak and tears. Adebukola, so you want to go and read about these women. Who are they serving? I know you might already know all these things, okay? But if you want to leverage seller, which I happen to know about, you want to have an audience before you create your products. Please, it's important. Everybody here, you need to have an audience. And how do you find them? Put yourself where people are on social media. Share free stuff. Let's see those that will respond to it. Go to the people that already do what you do. Shoot people that make footwear and everything. Wait. There's an Instagram account that I found on this page. There was an Instagram account that popped up on this page when I searched for it. It's not showing up here. There was an Instagram account that came out on this page when I did this search. And I went on Instagram and I was looking at her page. All she put there are the shoes that she has made. You cannot do that. Wow, this is 10:31. I'm sorry, we should have ended this session. So I'm going to wrap up now. Adebukola, don't stop at looking at those that already exist. Don't stop there. There's one more thing you need to do. What are the problems that people have? I searched that. You see common problems. That is another thing. If you know what people are complaining about, you will know the people that are complaining about it. And then you can make that what you will now offer to people. Look at it. See the common, simple solutions to these 10 biggest shoe problems. What are the problems? Sweaty feet. Adebukola, do your footwear protect us from sweaty feet? Do they protect us from blisters? Do they protect us from back pain? From heels sinking into grass? Scuffed leather? I don't know what this is. Okay? You need to read those articles to see the people that are complaining about them, whether they are in Nigeria or not. You are creating a digital product. Your market is international. Even though you will start with Nigerians, one day you will become international. Or you don't even know where your market will come from. You don't know where people will find you from. All they need to do is see what you're offering, and they'll get it. Remember what I said at the beginning. People that have websites, see, the international content creators and all these people will use email a lot. But I found that Nigerians don't really read their emails. I was doing some part of email marketing last year, and my open rate was quite good. But I still found out that people who responded several months later, people don't really read their emails. You have to ask, you have to tell people. For example, I had people last year who would buy my product, and I'll tell them, check your email. I have to tell them again and again to check their email. But if stuff has been sent to you by email, people prefer, WhatsApp or even Telegram. People don't prefer Telegram that much. The alternative to Telegram is, or the thing with Telegram is it can do as much as Zoom can do. And that's why it's an alternative. Okay? Now, my point is, find out the things that people are complaining about when it comes to footwear. Adebukola, you can make male footwear. You can make female footwear. Do you know that that's a plus? So it means that you can teach both of them. You can share content on both of them. All these problems here, if you know any of them, show us, explain to people how they can prevent them. Explain to other people that make footwear how you are making your shoes not have those problems for people, or not give people those problems. More than this, once you have read all of these things, you now need to go into platforms like Facebook groups, where you see people that have all these fashion groups, clothing groups and everything. Search through all of those things. What are people talking about? Do people want shoes designs to be changed? Do they want people that make shoes
Do they want them to make them in a particular, I don't know what. Just think about it. What are people saying about shoes? What do they like? What do they eat? What do they want improvement on? If you want to leverage the internet for offering your products, you need to take what people are talking about and create your content around it. That is what I did with my store. I took the things that people were complaining about and I created them. You don't need all the people in the world to buy your products. You only need those that need what you need and need what you have. So you need to narrow down, answer the questions of what people are asking, and then offer it to them. Let me summarize our points for tonight. I said, don't create a product and put it on seller and say that people will come to it. No. You go on Google, put your keyword. This is Modupe's keyword. Put your keyword on Google. Look at what Google gives to you. Excuse me. Read through the information. By reading through the available information, you will know the people, that people are talking to. Then these people also ask. These are the things people are asking about. Read through them and take note of them. They will lead you to what people are asking about. More than that, look for people who are already doing similar things like you. What are the people that are buying their training saying? Also, you saw that lady we found on YouTube. Go on YouTube. When you are seeing what other people are doing, you too must start doing something free. Put on YouTube. Put on LinkedIn. LinkedIn, you can actually find people because number one, you have professionals who want to have footwear that lasts forever in quotes, or that want variety. So as you are sharing your expertise as somebody who makes footwear, you are also educating people. And in the process, they will tell you what they like or they don't like. That information will now help you to prepare for what you would teach those who might be interested in the business, as we found in the review of this lady. Okay, where is that lady? This is the I Can Make Shoes lady, right? You as we saw in the reviews that our people wrote on our page, and see all the things she's giving them. See what the extras she's giving them. The idea is you don't have to only give your knowledge physically. You don't only have to give your product alone. You can give your knowledge. And it begins by sharing free. Once people see what you are giving them free, they'll begin to respond. They would express what they like, what they don't like. You'll be listening to them. You'll be collecting data, their information, and before you know it, when you decide 3 or 4 or 5 months later to now sell something, you would have listened to your audience so well that you will now be solving their problem. Not that you will create something and now come and force it on them and say they should swallow it by force. They should give you their money by force. No, you'll be solving their problems. So I don't know if somebody has taken something away from here tonight. I have my YouTube channel. I have my Instagram. Those were the 2 things that kept bringing people back to my store. I was using email as well. I was using Facebook. I still use Instagram, LinkedIn. In as much as I intensified mainly on Instagram because that was where the traffic was coming from most of last year and early this year. And even right now, the point is, don't just stay in one place. I know I started on LinkedIn before I moved to Instagram because I noticed the temperature was different. And so even if I'm saying you should go on different social media platforms, the responses will be different. By the time you see the responses, you will know where to narrow down on. For me, it was important to narrow down on just Instagram at that point. But now that I'm doing KIB Homeschool and I'm speaking to different audiences, I am everywhere. And I'm still testing the waters and I'm seeing different responses from different angles. Okay, so I just want you to know, for example, these free trainings that we are doing for older people, there were people that asked of this when I was teaching. I did homeschooling, free videos and free trainings at some point between maybe June and July. And somebody on TikTok wrote, I wish you had an online school for adults. That's what we are doing right now. I'm teaching with this platform. I'm teaching what I know about Seller. I'm teaching what I know about content writing on Fiverr, and I'm teaching what I know about IELTS. This is 10:40. I have taken 10 minutes extra. But the point I'm trying to make, I'm so sorry. The point I'm trying to make in summary is, if you want to share your knowledge, if you want to find your audience, start sharing what you know gradually, 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 based on all the research you have done. The people that listen to what you share, the people that read, the people that like, the people that share, the people that watch your videos are the people that are either going to buy from you when you start selling, or those that will evangelize you when you start selling. So I hope that we have gone away with some value today. Adebukola, we used your business to start, but I want you to know that there is so much more that you can do. So if you want to continue, to explore, you can reach out to me. We'll continue this on our own. We'll just keep interacting until, we come to a place where you want to start. And if you feel that, you can actually go and start on your own, it's totally fine. But I just wanted to ensure that we had a right perspective about this. Okay, so thank you all so much, everyone. I'm thinking that this might be my last session for this month. I need to take a 10-day break. So if I'm going to, if we're going to have the session tomorrow, I would let us know. If not, this might just be the last one for September, and then we'll continue from October 10. But, I'll make that conclusion tomorrow, and I'll let us know. Thank you all so much once again. If you found value, if you learned, one thing at least from this session, please just leave a comment in the group. And, I guess that's it. So thank you and good night.